सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मणे। I have a friend. He's a very big man in the city, but originally, the acharyas who make jewels, his father taught him. They're from deep south, but deep south, there are several pockets and several people who know Telugu more than the people in Telugu area, especially Tirunelveli, Tanjavur. So his father taught him. He can do it in Telugu itself. So I read it. Mukunda Mala, Dakshinamurti Stotra. Best, one devotion, one highest Advaita. This man chants every day. And he asked me to explain also. Once his staff and all that, he asked me to come home. Mukunda Mala, I took it. So that's a lovely book. That's what I want to tell. If you every day chant it with the same bhava, you don't need any other thing. But the bhava is important. The bhava is important. So last week we saw that why you are going after money, mantram, aushadam and all that. With all that, it will come in the next following verse. With all that, can you be freed from disease, death? Then why are you unnecessarily going there? Whereas you chant Mukunda's name, you are freed from disease and death, both. Without Mukunda's name, with Mani Mantra, Aushadam and all that, you cannot be free from disease and death. With Krishna's name, disease and death run away. Right? So that's the essence. And this is the essence of Vedanta, but very difficult to practice normal. But with devotion, you can do. Devotion, you can do. It will come here later, verse. If somebody says, even this is difficult to me, they have to go once more to have more legs, 4 legs, and then come back. Even if this is difficult, they have to go back, have more, they need support, 4 legs, and then come back. Srimannam-approchya Narayanakyam Kena Prapnuvanchitam Papino Api Tana Purva Vakya Vritta Natasmin Tena Praptam Garbhavasadishu Dukkham. What all I said in this verse itself, it has come. Right? What you don't get by saying Narayana's name. You say Narayana's name, whatever you want, without even his granting, you have to get it because Lakshmi is there. And she knows for his devotees, if she doesn't give, she will have problem. So whatever a devotee says Narayana, he has to get it. This being the case, why people are suffering again and again, being born and all that, that is because in the previous life, they never chanted. They never chanted. And for you, it's very interesting because, unless you come to my age and have been open to life, sensitive, you won't realize what I'm telling. Because this life, with the body, with all the best that you can have, is not worth it. With all the best that one can have with the body, it's not worth it. Because whoever he may be, with the body, cannot get out of insecurity. With insecurity, what you will enjoy? You have everything. What you will enjoy? One side insecurity, one side everything before. The example that always comes to me is, you are going to be hanged. Somebody at that time shows you Badam Alva. What interest you will have? You are going to be hanged. Opposite to you, they are showing you Badam Alva. What interest you? That is this life. Especially, all of us want a long life. Ayyo, hell. Hell. That is why in Bhajagovindam, and Gurudev is a beautiful commentary. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. They are not worried about Maranam. First thing they say is Punarapi Jananam. And that Jatare Shayanam is one of the Narakas, worst Naraka. Filth, total filth. There you have to be there at least 3 months. 7th month you enter. Right? Till another 2-3 months you have to be there with that filth. Not only filth, it describes even more beautifully in Bhagavatam and Aitreya Upanishad, I think. Not only filth. Many of the foods that you give, the child cannot accept. And all food goes to that. Too much hot, too much pungent. All that child suffers. That 3 months hell is enough. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jatare Shayanam, Ihasamsare, Bahudustare, Krupaya Pare, Pahi Murar. Right? So that's what this verse says. They are suffering because in the last life they never chanted. If they have chanted by this time, even if they not got complete release, they would have got Brahmaloka and Krama Mukti guaranteed. Man Manaha. Huh? Oh, there is one more, right?
Uncle. That one.
Huh?
That one. Majjan Manaha. 28. 28.
Okay. Sorry. Majjan Manaha Alamidam Madhukaita Bhare. So Bhrutya Paricharya Katha. Soluma. This is all I want from you, God. Let me be the servant of your servant of your servant. That's all I want. Vanga. I saw you there in the Bulla.
We were in the car and listening.
Oh, adan paathen.
We are Samarth students.
Oh. I don't know about you. எனக்கு தாரணை வந்தா போதும். For Manipur. So, this is all I want. Bhrutya Paricharaka Bhrutya iti mam smara. இவ்வளவுதான் எனக்கு வேணும். You remember me as that. I tell you, again, I told several things I tell you from my experience being 84. It's all true because any other thing given to you, honor, and people's recognition, honor, people's recognition, giving you a higher status as a knowledgeable man and all that. All a burden. If you want to enjoy life, this is all what you want. God should remember you as a Bhrutya Paricharakan. இவ்வளவுதான் வேணும். ஏன்னா there is no question of further fall. Any height you go, recognition, oh, yo, avra, ipdi, apdi, apdi. Then you have to fall because you have gone to the height. What you are asking, you cannot further fall. So that's itself a freedom. That itself is freedom. Right? It's unintelligent people who want this, who want that. So why is it wrong to wanting that? No, enjoy everything, but don't want. On its own, when it comes, enjoy. But don't expect it to happen. On its own, it comes, it's okay. But don't expect that to come. Understand? You become a dependent. You know, till 3 minutes back, I was not in spirits to tell the class because Dharini was not here. Expecting. Right?
Uncle, you சொன்ன மாதிரி uncle 50th carbon copy.
50th carbon copy. Right? Nathe naha purushottame. You chant, man, enchanting. That's
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपयग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेवायै हृदयामहे नरकापो मूढावराकावयम्.
I told you, just now, that the height you go, the great, the fall is great. That's what he says here. It's simple and beautiful. Natha, anybody who quotes you, the whole world is in you, whatever they want. With the Lakshmi, what you do? You don't give piecemeal. You give yourself. When the Lord gives himself to you, whole world is in him, you get everything. Right? And what do? Go after a silly fellow who owns a few villages and he will give you 2 acres and that's enough to end your peace in the world. You understand? Bhagavan, he gives himself. You go and quote Maskapai, Indran, Chandran, Kubera, he may give you 2 acres. Right? Too much. I am very liberal. Nobody, they don't give that much. But in case they give 2 acres, it's full of problems. Any property is problem. You ask people who has properties, especially lands. People who have lands always land up in maximum problem. Next to is also somebody who has a big land, but they can't enter into it. Right? He says, why stupid? This actually, I also say, you have the faith, God gives whatever you ask. You have the faith that God gives whatever you ask. Then why don't you ask him himself? Because once he comes, everything is taken care. Once, since you have the faith, if I ask, God will give. Why don't you ask him itself? Why are you asking piecemeal? Gives the citation. Varaka vayam, wretched fools. Huh? Vayam. Madana parihara sthitim madiye manase mukunda padara vindadamni. Tama, sorry, படியும். Yeah, Mr. Madan is telling, Mr. Madan, you forgot what happened to you with Shiva? He burnt you. If Shiva could burn, Shiva has to beg Krishna. When Krishna went to fight Banasura, Shiva was his guardian. Banasura was the devotee of Shiva. He has to beg him because both instruments, Vishnu Jwara and Shiva Jwara, start fighting. Shiva Jwara surrendered. And Vishnu was about to kill Banasura. Shiva has to beg him, please leave him, he's my devotee. So, you who has been burned by that Shiva, Vishnu is his master. Do you know the power of that chakra? If you do not know, send a message in WhatsApp to Ambarish, Durvasa Maharshi, what happened with Ambarisha. Durvasa Maharshi, what happened with Ambarisha. Ambarisha Maharshi, Ambarisha is a Raja, but is such a great Vishnu devotee. On Ekadasi, he fasts. Dwadashi, whoever fasts on Ekadasi, Dwadashi morning, they have to do Paranam. Right? So, this Durvasa Maharshi purposefully goes to trouble. When everything was given, he went to the forest. Draupadi will bathe and come, keep the food ready. Draupadi washed the Akshaya Patra and kept. So after washing, she cannot get the food from the Akshaya Patra. By chance, Krishna came. Krishna, what? I am in trouble. What trouble? This. Okay, see there, something is sticking there. He said nothing, but Krishna made it stick. So he took a leaf, he ate, and when he is satisfied, everybody inside has to be satisfied. Durvasa Maharshi, whole gang were satisfied. They couldn't even come here. Hanging down their head, they ran off. Same thing happened here. He comes last minute when they are about to take Bhiksha, Ambarish and all that. He says, wait for me, I will take bath and come. He was delayed, and Paranam has to be done before the sunrise and all that. So Ambarish asked the other rishis, what am I to do? He said, just take water. Don't take food, just take water. Paranam is over. So you will not also do Ratabhangam. So he took water. Durvasa Maharshi comes there fuming. You called me for dinner and you did it. And then took one hair and put it down like I did yesterday night. I told you the story, right? And that became Agni, right? Ambarisha didn't do anything. He just stood there without even moving. Vishnu kept Sudarshana in his place to protect him because he's a devotee. Sudarshana started chasing both the fire and Durvasa. Both the fire and Durvasa. Fire was swallowed by Sudarshana. And then Durvasa ran first to Brahmaji. He said, what can I do? Appa, na enna panna mudiyum. So he went to Shiva. Ayyo, namakku velakagadu. Avurgittana. Then they went to Vishnu himself. And Vishnu said, I also can't do anything surpassing my devotees. Better go and fall at the feet of Ambarisha itself. So he comes and falls at Ambarisha's feet, and Ambarisha withdraws that. He never sent it, actually. He was standing quiet, and he ran off. And when he came, this thing, then he prays to Sudarshana, please, for my sake, become Shanta. Then it becomes Shanta. So that is the power of Sudarshana. That is the power of... Right. So, So that is the power of Sudarshana. நீ சிவன் பேர்ன் பண்ணதுக்கே ஆயிட்ட, சுதர்ஷன் ஞாபகம் இல்லையோ, தெரியலையோ என்ன? அதனால என்கிட்ட வேலை வச்சுக்காத, என்கிட்ட வேலை வச்சுக்காத, போயிச்சுக்கோ அப்படின்றார். என் உள்ளுக்குள்ள இருந்துக்கிட்டு நீ இது பண்ணணும் அது பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்காத, போயிச்சுக்கோ என்ன? அதுக்கு மேல வேணும்னா, இன்னும் ஸ்டோரி வேணுமன்னா, அந்த மதனுக்கு இன்னும் வேணுமன்னா 26th ஹெரிட்டேஜ் சென்டர்ல போய் ராசலீலால கேளு, உன் கதை சொல்லுவோம். அவர் சொல்லிட்டு போறாரு. யாரு? மதனா. நான் என்ன உங்ககிட்ட பண்றது? நீ மன்மதா, நான் மன்மதா, நீ மன்மதா, உங்ககிட்ட நான் என்னையா பண்ண முடியும்? தத்துவம் ப்ருவாணானி பரம் பரஸ்மாத் மதுச்சரந்தி வசதாம் பலானி. சாரிம்மா, சாரி, பாடு. Tattvam. First, listen to this. Very interesting. Tattvam Brahmanani. That what I have said earlier, which is revealed by the four words, that you reveal to me. This is the gist. But Tattvam is splits. Tattvam. Tat what I talk tvam. Right? But normally Tattvam, ரொம்ப important இது வேதாந்தா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு. Normally Tattvam is the essence. Tattvam is the essence. So what is that Tattvam essence? And here he says Tattvam. So Tattvam is essence what? Whatever you are seeing, whatever you are wanting, the essence of that is Tvam. Tattvam. So you are only trying to lick your own hand. You are trying to lick your own hand. Tattvam. That is Tattvam. It is true both ways. Tattvam is Tattvam. Right? Tattvam bruvānāni param parasmāt madhucharanti vasatam palani pravartaya pranjalirasmi jihve namani narayana gocharani. Gocharani, words. Also words. Right? So these words reveal the truth, Narayana. That you say pleasant in all your difficulties, maximum difficulty, fire on all sides. Durvara samsara dabhagnitaptam dodu yamanam durudrustavate bhitam prapannam paripahi mrityo sharanyamanyam yadham na jane. All sides fire, burning fire everywhere. At that time, say Narayana and see that fire appears to you cool. Because you have gone beyond the body consciousness. You've gone beyond the body consciousness. Say Narayana. Who is the witness for this? Ajamila. Ajamila, right? Next month. This shariram, shiryamanatvat shariraha, because it decays. Shiryamanatvat shariraha. this shariram parinama peshalam. It's subject to continuously changing. Parinama peshalam. Right? And further what? Patatyavashyam Jaram, definitely it will fall, and all the joints and all that have become loosened and worn out. Kim aushadaihi rishyasi modha durmate. What you are going after aushada? Can it give you permanent life? That aushada? And for what? To maintain this thing. After you burn your beloved one, keep the skeleton in the house and hug. Stupid. That's all this is. Gurudev should say it beautifully. The packing is so beautiful, the packet of filth. The packing is so beautiful, you can't find a stitch anywhere. Packet of filth covered by this. Covered by this. In this, you can't find a stitch. That's the expert packer. Expert packer. And this body, you want to protect out of aushada. Whatever aushada, you cannot protect it. Whatever aushada, you cannot. Why? Unnecessarily pamper it. Stinks. 4 days, city floods, no electricity. So no water in overhead tank. You can't take bath. What happens to your condition? That's this body. Right? Sorry.
प्रसादः मुक्तिर्माया जगदविकलं तावती देवकी ते माता मित्रं बलरिपुसतः वैयपो अनन्यजाने.
He is now giving the biodata of Krishna. Dharavara Varasuta. Your wife is the daughter of the ocean. Varakara Varasuta. Right? That's your daughter. Tanujo Virinchihi. Your son is Brahma. Stota Vedaha. Tava. Vedas are continuously chanting your glories. Suragano Bhrityavargaha. Who are your servants? All the devas. Right? Prasadaha Muktihi. Your grace is Mukti. Your grace is Mukti. Maya Jagadavikalam. Maya is this beautiful world of miseries. Tavaki Jagadakilam Tavaki Devaki Te Mata. Your mother is Devaki. Mitram Balaripuhu. Your friend is Indra's son. Balaripu Sutaha. Balaripu Sutaha. Balaripu, I do not know how, you must know. Balaripu is Indra. Is there any contact? Balaripu, who is Bala and who his enemy is? Baliripu, I can understand because Indra was his enemy. But it's not a mistake, printer's mistake, because I saw in the net, all books written Balaripu. So it is not our book, there is a mistake in printing. Most of them have written Balaripu. One man alone had a doubt like me. So he, instead of Balaripu, he put Valaripu. I think original writing itself, because it's there in all books, original writing itself, there should have been a all books Bala. Huh? Valaripu. What is Vala? Vala போடுறது தெரியும். அது பெங்காலி எழுதியிருப்பாரு. உபயோர் அபேதா. Tell. It doesn't matter. You say that, we know that. இல்ல இந்த இது இங்க he is the enemy of the Bala. Right. Bala is it? One at a time. Is
Bala வந்து ஒரு அசுரனா.
Asura. Right. Right. So therefore it is there. Right. Balarip. Varda. Right. Okay. So Balarip Sutaha Tvai Tvayanyat Na Jane. I do not know any other person other than you. அப்படின்னு இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் கொடுத்துட்டாரு அவருக்கு. இனிமே அவர் என்ன பண்ணணும்? He has to protect him. இல்லைன்னா இந்த பேர் கொடுத்ததெல்லாம் தப்பாயிடும்.
कृष्णाय तस्मै नमः कृष्णादेव समुत्थितं जगदिदं कृष्णस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम् कृष्णे तिष्ठति सर्वमेतदखिलम् हे कृष्ण रक्षस्व माम्.
So everything is in you. Krishna, everything is in you. From you, everything rises. Into you, everything goes. Yato va yamane bhutani jayante yana jatani jivanti yat prayatya bhivishanti. அதனால, if I also enter into you, I am well protected. So please make me enter you, because I need your grace to enter. Otherwise, you will give me so many worries, I can never enter you. Right?
Uncle, you saw this Kausi will get angry.
Emma?
Kausi will get angry. Vibhakti.
Good way to teach.
Oh, Ettu Vibhakti. Yeah, correct. இது 8 விபக்தி. நான் ஏன் சொல்லலைன்னா, அங்க குருவாயூர்ல அவர் சொல்லியிருக்காரு பட்டாத்திரிக்கு, உன்னுடைய விபக்தி விட அவருடைய பக்தி தான் எனக்கு. தத்துவம் பிரசித சொல்லுமா.
संसार सागर निमग्नमनन्तरीणम् उद्धर्तुमर्हसि हरे पुरुषोत्तमोऽस्ति.
Pay in his own coin to Krishna. He took Vamana Avatara, goes to Bali and says, your tata is this, your appa is this. Are you going to go back on your word? Your tata, knowing that Brahmanas have come in disguise to kill, knowing that he gives. Your appa is, appa தான் இது, tata Prahlada. Right? So, you were never not going to say no to me. So, Krishna praises Bali to get something. Here, this devotee praises Krishna. This devotee praises Krishna and says, Uddhartum arhasi. You have to protect me. Who? Deenam. Why? Narada Bhakti Sutra says, he dainya priyaha. Bhagavan loves people who are humble. Dainya priyaha. Samsara sagara saragnam ananta deenam. This samsara is worse than a ocean. Ocean, there is a chance. If you are going to be drowning, there is a chance Indian Navy can come and lift you up. But in samsara sagara, there is no chance. Yeah, Solma. Let all my limbs, let all my limbs, let all my faculties be engaged in worshipping you. Let all my limbs, let all my faculties worship you. This was chanted by Manigriva and Nalakubera. This was the essence of this. Please make my hands serve you, my mouth praise you, my eyes to see you. Nalakubera. They pray, right? All my faculties. Gopis also say this to Krishna. Go and serve your husbands. Where to serve with what? All my senses, all my organs of perception and action and mind is all involved with you. Where to go and serve well? Where is the other extra instrument? Extra instrument to serve. Then one gopi was closed the eyes and Narada goes, you are meditating on Krishna. No, this fellow sits inside and doesn't allow me to do any work. I'm trying to take him and throw him out. Next.
Ananta Vaikunta Mukunda Krishna Govinda Damodara Madhavedi Samartopi Navakti Kaschil Ahojanana Vyasanabhimukyam
Vikretu kama kila gopa kanya murari padarchita chitta vrittihi avochat Govinda Madhaveti. Right? Bhagavatam. It will come on Rasalila day. Yeah? Krishna Kathamritam. Krishna Kathamritam, it comes, but it will be quoted on Rasalila. Vikretu kama kila gopakanya murari pada pita chitta vrittihi dadyad mohavashod avocham Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Tire, she has to say, but she forgot. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Solma. Padu. Sol. Kayena. You have no choice in the transactional world only to do punya. Every punya is supported by papa. Every papa is supported by punya. They cannot be completely isolated. Right? So, where you will get release? You cannot get release at all. Impossible. Right? So since I am continuously involved into doing something or other which is prohibited through kaya, through vacha, through manasa, right? Nobody can escape. You want to please somebody, you say some words, next to that person is sitting another person, that person is hurt. It's unavoidable. Right? It's always like that. So I will be continuously doing mistake after mistake. I have to escape. What am I to do? Kayena vacha manasendriyairva buddhyatmana va prakrite svabhava karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayanayeti samarpayami. I say, okay, you came good, you came bad, go to Narayan. Narayanaya iti. Go to Narayan. Okay? Why? Because both are his manifestations. When they go to him, they merge in him. There is no question of good and bad. There is no question of good and bad. As long as you are not seeing the one behind the mind always produces good and bad. Papa, punya, dharma, adharma, karya, karana. It always produces. But when you see him, they have to merge in him. That's the only way. So, I have no choice. I'll be doing several mistakes. But you please take all of them. Right? It's not new to you. You have taken several misses.
Uncle, there is one shloka that this book does not have. Let us just say that shloka, uncle. You will tell the meaning.
Yeah.
Srinath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Bhakta Priya Chakrapane Shri Padmanabha Achyuta Kaita Bhare Shri Rama Padmaksha Hare Murare.
Yeah. Chant again.
Srinath Narayana Vasudeva. All names.
Hare Krishna Murare He Nata Narayana Vasudeva. Hare Krishna Murare He Nata Narayana Vasudeva. This is all traditional chanting by Bhagavatas. In between the talks, they have to raise the sleeping people. So they chant. That's the reason. They have to wake them up. So suddenly they will chant Hare Murare He Nata Narayana Vasudeva. We will also do it in the beginning of the class. Right? Hare Murare He Nata Narayana Vasudeva. Yeah, then Sri Krishna, you are Bhakta Priya, Chakrapane. Chakra you have powerful. What for? Not to threaten the devotees, to ward off all the threats that come to devotees. Yeah.
Shri Padmanabha Achyuta Kaita Bhare.
Padmanabha Achyuta Kaita Bhare.
Shri Rama Padmaksha Hare.
Easy, simple. Yes, Priyo. Padi.
Saratarakidacharamurtaye Bhogi Bhogashayaniya Shayine Madhavaya Madhuviddhishe Namaha.
Chirasagara Taranga Shikara Sara Tarakita Charu Murtaye Bhogi Bhoga Shayani Shayine Madhavaya Madhu Vidvashe Namaha. The best bed. No mattress can equal it. So soft, such a big cushion, Ananta. On that you are lying. With what? Your dark blue body. And that what? The ocean is surrounding. From that sprinkles on you. So it looks so beautiful, like the water drops on the clouds. Your body looks so beautiful. Yeah, Solomon.
अत्येव पाथेयमितः प्रयाणे श्रीकृष्णनामामृतभागधेयम्.
Yeah, I have this experience of taking Chinmaya Mission people to different places, yatras in those days. I've driven them to all sorts of places, Chittur, Nellore, and Kanjivaram, countless, Mahabalipuram, countless. Whoever comes from other places, Chinmaya Mission people, I used to drive them, Mahabalipuram, Kanjivaram, and all that. And before I take them, go to different shops, buy murku, buy seedai, right? Buy biscuits, several things packed up to go to Mahabalipuram, to go to Kanjivaram, right? And this journey of you to reach your goal is too long. Is too long. So for this, I don't have to take anything, need not be obtained by begging. You know, when people go to Yatra, Ayappa devotees and Balaji, because this is not an insult. That's how even rich people have to do. Even rich people in our village, we used to do this. If they have to go to Tirupati, they have to go, beg, take the money, go and put it in hundi if you have surplus. But that's tradition. Taking by begging when you go to Yatra. Right? And you are permitted to use it on the travel. You are permitted to use it on travel. So that going to Tirtha Yatras, Ayappa, this thing, you have to beg. For reaching you, I don't have to beg. Then I don't have to buy something like, Sedai, Murku. I don't have to buy. Need not buy anything. And then I don't have to cook at all. Ayatayamam. Yeah, that which does not become stale. Apachyam. I don't have to cook my food and all that. Akshayam. It can never be diminished. Asyeva paye payeyamita prayane. This is my thing. What? Krishna namamruta bhagadeyam. Huh?
It is not heavy to hold.
Apachyam. Adurdharam. It's not heavy. It's not heavy. Yeah. So for me, Krishna Nama is enough. I go on saying Krishna and I reach the place. Why? Because Tirupati, you have to go 200 kilometers. Sabarimala, you have to go 600 kilometers. To meet Krishna, where I have to go? Withdraw from all going and go see him inside. So therefore, I don't need all these things. Such a simple thing, such a beautiful thing. You are not doing it. You are running after here, there, and all that. Stupid fellow. Yeah. Adama சொன்னதுப்பா இதுல இல்ல சரி சொல்லுங்க அது கொசுரு सततं ध्यायन्तः अभयप्रदं not भयप्रदं अभयप्रदं Abhayapradam. It's Abhayapradam. One who meditates on you, you always give Abhayam. Yerna, how is that? Is it true? Is it true? All devotees only seem to suffer maximum. But we were saying that from your eye he is suffering. But his mind is in Krishna, he has gone beyond the body.
Yes.
He has gone beyond the body. Vishwam பண்ணா இப்படி beyond the body என்ன அதுக்காக எனக்கு ஸ்னீசிங் எல்லாம் கொடுத்து ட்ரபிள் பண்ணணும். That is, the Kulasekara Alvar used to say this in Tamil, and two Pandits have written this in Sanskrit. So that is acknowledgement to those Pandits who have done this. So, therefore, earlier first verse also was like that, was done by somebody other than Kulasekara. The last verse also is expressing his gratitude to those two people who did this work. Right? Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purna Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Yeah, next week there is no class. Happy news. We meet on 20th to 28th at the Heritage Center. And after that, if the hosts want a class, they will announce.
Hari Om, Uncle. Thank you.
Hari Om, Uncle. Thank you.